Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney Ryan and today we're going to be talking about something that comes up all the time in my comment section, my team is, and even in real life conversations, the nice guy. If you've ever been the guy who listens to her problems, shows up when she needs something, never causes drama, and yet she still chooses someone else, you run it alone. I'm sure there are a lot of good men who are confused about why their kindness doesn't seem to pay off. But here's the thing. It's not that kindness that's the issue. It's the misunderstanding of what actually creates attraction, connection, and respect within a relationship. So, this video is going to walk through what nice guys often don't understand about women and how to shift your mindset so that you're not just seen as a good guy, but as the right guy. The first thing I want being nice isn't a personality to talk about is that being nice isn't a personality, it's a strategy. A lot of guys think that being nice is a personality trait, but in many cases, it's not who they are. It's what they do in hopes of getting a reward. And women can tell the difference between a man who is genuinely kind and one who is just performing. Genuine kindness comes with confidence, self-respect, and a sense of values. Performative niceness, on the other hand, comes with hidden expectations. When a man's nice behavior is really just a tool to avoid rejection or to win someone over, it creates a really weird dynamic. It's not attractive. It's uncomfortable. It feels like pressure. Women don't want to feel like they owe you affection just because you are doing things for them. So, if you're nice, let it be because it reflects your values, not because you're hoping to be rewarded with attention, validation, or something sexual. That is the difference between kindness and manipulation, even if it's unintentional. The second thing I want attraction isn't based on fairness to talk about here, is that attraction is based on fairness. This one hurts, but it's true. Attraction doesn't follow a fairness formula. You can be the guy who's always there, who treats her better than anyone else, who's never caused drama, and she still might not be attracted to you. And that's not because she's broken or because women only like bad boys or there's something wrong with you. It's just because attraction is emotional, not always logical. Attraction is not something that you earn like a prize at the end of a test. It's not a gold star. It's about energy, connection, and how someone makes her feel, not about who did the most nice things for her. And when guys start to get bitter because they didn't get that girl after being nice to her, it shows that their kindness was conditional the entire time. That bitterness is often what ends up pushing women away even more. You can be an incredible guy and still just not be for her. That doesn't make you any less valuable. It just means that it's not a fit. And the right relationship will not need to be forced. And look, just because attraction doesn't always make sense doesn't mean that you should stop showing up as the best version of yourself. In fact, that's exactly why it's important to keep taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Because while you can't always control a connection, you can control how you present yourself. And that's where today's sponsor, T. Hanley, comes in. T. Hanley takes the guesswork out of skincare with straightforward systems designed to fit effortlessly into your daily routine, just like everything else you do with purpose and intention. It's simple, effective, and only takes a few minutes in the morning and before bed so you can stay focused on what actually matters in your life. The truth is, when your skin looks better, you feel better. Confidence carries into everything, your work, your relationships, even how you walk into a room. T. Hanley's performance-driven formulas are made specifically for men and their unique skincare needs. So whether you're stepping into a new role at work or showing up for a first date, your skin's will make just as strong an impression as everything else about you. If you're unsure where to start, go with their Level 1 system. It includes all of the essentials: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer. And to make it even easier, every box also comes with a quick start card that shows you exactly what to use, how much to use, and when to use it. Never thinking, no extra steps. T. Henley also backs everything with their handsome guarantee. Love it or get your money back. No questions asked. Skincare might be the last thing on your to-do list, but let's be honest, it's the first thing that people see. And because T is sponsoring today's video, they make it a great deal for you. Save up to 40% on your first box and get a free gift valued at $20. And if you become a member, you'll also get 20% off for life. So click the first link in the description to get started with T and Lee today and give your skin the attention it deserves. The third thing I don't need to be her emotional sponge want to talk about here is that you don't need to be her emotional sponge. A common trap that nice guys fall into is becoming that emotional support guy. You're always there when she needs to vent. You comfort her after bad dates, you give advice, and you hope one day that she realizes how much better you are than the guy that she's chasing and complaining about. But here's what you might not realize. When you take on this role, she has already categorized you as safe, supportive friend. And unfair in that category, it is really difficult to transition out of it. It can happen. I'm not going to say it never does, but it's not common. We have to leave room for nuance, but women typically don't fall for the guy who listens to all of their stories about other men. They fall for the guy who makes them feel alive, inspired, and desired. The guy who asserts his own value, not the one who quietly waits in background, hoping that you wake up one day. You can be supportive without overgiving. You can be kind without being codependent. And you can care about her without carrying the emotional weight that is not yours to hold. It's not going to make her like you, unfortunately. Number 4 is that confidence is more attractive than compliance. Confidence is more attractive than compliance. Nice guys often think that key to being liked is always agreeing, always accommodating, and never pushing back. But what many don't understand is that true attraction comes from polarity. That means to people showing up with their own energy, their own opinions, and their own identity. If you are constantly molding yourself to fit into her world, you're going to become invisible. A woman doesn't want a shadow. She wants a partner. Someone who can challenge her, excite her, and hold his own. Being confident doesn't mean being cocky or controlling. It means that you know who you are. You don't need her approval to feel good about yourself. And that's exactly what creates the approval and attraction that you're probably hoping for. So don't be afraid to disagree. Don't be afraid to lead. The woman for you will not be turned off by that. She be drawn to fake your way into genuine connection. The next thing is you can't fake your way into genuine connection. If you are hiding your true self in hopes of becoming more appealing, you might get attention at first, but you won't get connection. This is so common. So many nice guys suppress their own desires, their boundaries, their opinions because they're afraid of scaring a woman off. But that suppression doesn't make you more lovable. It makes you harder to connect with. Women want a real connection, even if it's imperfect. They want someone who shows up fully, not someone who's pretending to be safe at the expense of their own truth. Pretending to be what you think she wants is a strategy based in fear. Being who you actually are and being okay with the fact that no Deverian will like you is based in self-worth, and that is what is magnetic. You should never pretend to be something that you're not in order to attract someone who wouldn't even buy to the real you anyways. Number 6, you might be doing the right things but for the wrong woman. Sometimes the issue is not your actions, it's your audience. You could be doing everything right, communicating well, leading with kindness, showing respect, being emotionally intelligent. But if you are giving that energy to someone who's not ready for a real connection, or who simply is not attracted to you, it won't matter. This is where many nice guys fall into the trap of thinking that they need to change themselves to be more appealing. But often the real shift is just learning to choose better, to invest in people who actually want what you're offering. Not every rejection is a cue to become someone else. Submit as it's just a redirection towards someone who will value what you bring to feedable. Number 7. Being attractive takes more than just not being a jerk. Not too many nice guys think that they're doing everything right just because they're not doing anything wrong. You're in it lying, you're not cheating, ghosting, playing games, and that's great. But simply not being a bad guy doesn't automatically make you a great partner. This is mind-boggling to me. Think of it this way. Would you want to date someone whose main selling point is, well, I'm not toxic? Probably not. You'd want to date someone with ambition, interest, depth, passion, someone who brings something positive to the table, not just the absence of the big negatives. Women are drawn to men who are interesting, who have a sense of direction, who challenge them intellectually and emotionally. So instead of focusing on what you don't, think about what you do bring to a relationship. Do you have passions? Do you live with purpose? Are you working towards something that excites you? A lot of men stay stuck in that nice guy trap because they think that being offensive is enough. But attraction is not about safety alone. It's about energy, presence, and self-expression. Respect doesn't mean submission. And number 8, respect doesn't mean submission. Nice guys often confuse respect with submission, meaning they believe that to be respectful, they have to always yield, always agree, always accommodate. This is similar to a point that I talked about earlier, but here rests truth. Women respect men who respect them. That means having standards. That means saying no to something when it doesn't align with you and your values. That means calling something out if it's unfair or one-sided or buyable to walk away. Respect is a two-way street. It's not about becoming smaller to make her more comfortable. It's about showing up fully while still being thoughtful and kind. When you constantly bend over backwards just to avoid upsetting someone, you're not being respectful. You're being fearful. And fair isn't attractive, and you're probably being a people pleaser. Real respect means seeing her as an equal, not putting her on a pedestal or seeing her as the gatekeeper to your happiness. It means engaging with her like a grown adult, not someone that you're trying to impress or win over. So, to all of the good men out there, this isn't a message telling you to stop being kind. Not at all. It's a message telling you to pair your kindness with confidence, self-respect, and boundaries. Great women want a man who is emotionally grounded, honest, intentional, and yes, also kind. But kindness alone is not enough. You have to own who you are. Stop hiding behind niceness because you're afraid of rejection. Stop thinking women are broken just because they don't like you back. Instead, focus on being the kind of man who is attractive to the right kind of woman. Someone who values you for you, not the favors that you do for her or the emotional labor that you absorb. So, that's all I've got for the Sony. And if you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And also leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts or any experiences you've had around this topic. I always love hearing from you guys down in the comments. If you haven't already, also be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.